Every day we hit the road in the name of traveling just to meet our daily goals, daily dreams and our ambitions. These roads were designed by the experts to improve the efficiency and speed, but we often meet the opposite. Sometimes it is the potholes, heaps of soil or just unwanted road bumps with no clear road signs, and they often lead to this.
As a driver, we are undergoing a lot of stress and problems.
I came across a heap of soil that wasn't there before, which meant that the heap of soil was really scratching the bottom of the car, and there was no way I could go past that so-called bump.
Zinaleta ajali.
Like I remember when I was using my pickup to transport my goods from the farm to the market, there was a newly constructed bump on a road and it wasn't indicated. So I came driving at my normal speed only to run to this bump and knock it and throw. The vehicle went flying.
When an accident has occurred within a locality, the locals usually rush and place heaps of soil on the road just to control the mess.
Wengi wao labda mtu akigonga kuku yake kwa barabara, anaenda anaweka bump hapo kwa barabara. Wengine unasikia maybe mtu amegonga mtoto ama amegonga mbuzi.
Nilishtukia kama mbuzi inapita barabara. Pengine mwenye mbuzi alikuwa anachunga mbuzi kando ya barabara na mimi nilikuwa napitia. Kwa ghafla mbuzi ilipitia barabara nikagonga. Kwenda uridi nikirudi nimepata kama hapo imesawekwa bumps.
But let me tell you this today that not all accidents usually occur as a result of overspeeding.
There are various causes of accident. So just bringing in heap of soil in the name of bump, that one sometimes may not end up solving the problem. You might find that an accident happened because of the road alignment. Maybe there was some error in the design of the road. So there's a way in which the super elevation of the road is not in order, stuff like that.
When you put heaps of soil on an already tarmacked road, it is more dangerous, and not only to the local communities alone, but to the cars as well.
These erected bumps, they're actually heaps of soil in the name of bumps. They are actually not that safe. They are not marked, so you are most of the time caught by surprise that there's a bump there.
They will always, being that the dimensions and the shapes are not taken into account, they will lead to what we call the misalignment of the wheels, and this one will lead to the damage of the steering humps. Yeah. And another disadvantage is that whenever you come across a bump or a hump, you have to decelerate. Yeah. And the moment you cross it, you have to accelerate. So that deceleration and acceleration leads to what we call impact. And the impact has what we call the stresses and the strains on your flexible pavement. So this one, again, is a deteriorating factor on our highways.
When the heaps of soil stays for a longer period of time on a newly constructed road, it will eventually create potholes, which is, of course, another big loss to the travelers and to the driver.
The soil and the mixture of the tarmac road, with the time they will bring holes on the road.
The soil that is placed on the road, when it rains, it will harbor water. And from transportation engineering, we know that water is the major enemy of highways. So water is an enemy to the pavement, especially the flexible pavement, that's the asphalt or the bitumen pavement that we normally have in the country. And when water gets into contact with the pavement, it will lead to what we call, there's that separation between the aggregate and the bitumen. You get. Yeah. Once that separation occurs, then it will result into shoving, and consequently it will lead to formation of the potholes. So you'll find that where we have this, where we normally have the heaps of soil, potholes will soon develop.
What should we do to avoid these effects, since the disadvantages outweighs the advantages?
Unauthorized construction of these bumps on our roads should highly be condemned by our road safety authorities, the government, and even the stakeholders.
During the planning phase, I think it should encompass the areas, let me say the areas that really need the bumps, the speed bumps. Like during the planning, the planners must have ideas on places that really require the bumps, so that they had to be constructed during the initial construction of the highway, not to come later.
A standard bump should therefore contain the following measurements.
The ideal size of a road bump should be about the height of the bump should be about 76 to 90 millimeters. That's not the height. And then the traveling length should be about 3.7 meters to 4.3 meters. That should be there. Okay, those are the dimensions that most agencies implement.
And this construction of the bump should only be done by the road authority or the road construction agencies.
It might be KERA or it might be KENHA. So it is them that are responsible for the installation of the bumps.
These should be therefore the areas of consideration when installing bumps along the highway.
Okay, when placing the bumps, generally they are placed on local residential street, and other areas of consideration is where the pedestrians and the vehicles share the spaces equally. Yeah, unaona mali pedestrians wako wengi na pia magari pia ziko mingi, so yeah, you should consider putting humps or bumps at those places so as to slow down the speed of the vehicles and to avoid accidents from occurring.
Wananchi-made bumps should therefore be avoided at all costs.
We get a proper road bumps, not the wananchi made.
Watu ambao wamesimamia kutengeneza barabara, ukiona kama kuna mahali inafaa iwekwe bump, wakuje waweke bump. Au watu wa eneo wanaweka bump kwa kona, wanaweka bump kwa kivuli. Sasa unakuja unaingia, unaenda pale na uoni, unaingia hapo unapata ajali.
If you feel there should be a bump near your home or near your gate, please report the matter to the road authorities so as to avoid putting the lives of those we love at risk.
I think the locals should liaise with the road construction authority to carry out the construction of the bump, so that it can be carried out with the utmost professionalism.